Welcome to the Rock Roundtable Podcast, a weekly news and record review show. I'm your host, CJ, and I'm on a quest to discover newly released songs across all genres of rock and roll and heavy metal. You can find the news and the songs reviewed on this show at my Facebook page, CJ Roundtable. You can interact with the podcast on the Facebook group page, Rock Roundtable Podcast. You can contact me directly by email, itrockspodcast@protonmail.com. You can find the records in video form on our YouTube channel, Rock Roundtable. It's under the playlist section. Check out the YouTube for a weekly reaction video review. Listen to the episode playlist on Spotify playlist, Rock Roundtable episode number. So please subscribe, review, rate 5 stars. It really helps out in the search results optimization and helps me to grow the show. And with me, as always, is Sir Derek from the Badlands, the Lancelot of the Rock and Roll Roundtable Podcast. How are you tonight, Derek?
I'm feeling fresh. I just took a shower. I didn't actually take a shower, but I thought it'd sound better if I was clean, but I'm not clean. But I'm here.
And from the city by the bay, where the koi play, the sexy king himself, Beefcake Brad.
Hello.
How are you tonight, Brad?
Hello, gents. I am so ecstatic to be here tonight.
So, I think we start out the show with the news, but before we get into the real news, we got a little bit of Rock Roundtable news. And the news is we are at 950 plays for last week's episode, and the YouTube channel's last video was at 19,000. That's pretty awesome, right, guys?
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah, the pressure's getting to me. I'm going to have a breakdown.
Well, go ahead and pop a beer, chill yourself out, and I'm going to tell you the news I want you to know about this week.
Can I interrupt for one moment?
Please do.
I just want to say, and anybody listening, please do check out the YouTube show we're talking about, which is an interview we did with Shattered Glass, which is a band based out of Florida, and they're a band that's trying to get going, and they got some good music. They just need some support. So please check it out. They're really cool guys, and so far the reaction's been really great for them, and they're loving the reactions they're getting. So check it out.
So probably the biggest news story of the last 2 weeks, because the podcast was off for the 4th of July, was R.I.P. Charlie Daniels. The devil went down to Georgia looking for a soul to steal. Possibly the best fiddle song ever written. Did you guys like Charlie?
I'll take that first. Take a back seat, Brad. I loved Charlie Daniels. In fact, just to date myself, I had that album with Devil Went Down to Georgia on 8-track. I know all the lyrics to that song. I could sing it. Back when I was playing college football, we'd be on the bus, and I would just start singing Devil Went Down to Georgia, and it just blew up. The whole bus was going crazy, singing and having fun. And Charlie Daniels was a true rebel. I don't know if you want to say it like that, but he was true. He was a true, honest dude, and he did what he did, and he played the fiddle, and he made it rock, and it was I got a lot of respect for Charlie Daniels, and Devil Went Down to Georgia. That's just a fantastic song. So, R.I.P. Charlie.
So, B-Rad, can you name one other Charlie Daniels song?
I would take my first strike of the night for that. I cannot.
He was kind of a one-hit wonder despite having a incredible career, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I always thought that someone would do a guitar version, like metal the Charlie Daniels Devil Went Down to Georgia up with some awesome guitar shredding.
You know who could do something is have you heard of that guy, that Leo Maricelli guy or whatever? I don't know. He's from like the Netherlands or something. He does all the metal stuff of like Spice Girls, and he metals it up and everything. He'd be the guy to do it. That'd be cool.
Yeah, he would. Might have to send Frog Leap Studios email just to see what he thinks. So
yeah,
the next order of business. There are some concerts that have happened. Real concerts, no social distancing. Chase Rice did one in Petros, Tennessee, and Great White did one in North Dakota. And we know Great White doesn't give a shit about their fans, because when the house is on fire, they're running out the back door instead of trying to
that's a low blow.
Tell their fans that maybe they shouldn't trample each other getting out the door nice and orderly. Is it a low blow? I don't think so, man. I think they really screwed the pooch on that one. You gotta help people get out the door. But Great White is rocking. They did a show in North Dakota, no social distancing, and we'll see what happens.
Which version?
I believe it was actually Jack's version of Great White.
All right.
So the Rock Roundtable Karma, Five Finger Death Punch is now number one, a little bit off. And don't look now, but Pretty Reckless is in the number 5 spot and rising. So I got a feeling we're going to have another Rock Roundtable Karma number 1 from Pretty Reckless. You guys hated that song.
Well, I think what's going to happen, it's going to fall short like the 3 songs you bring every week.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see about that. So Axl Rose is tweeting again, and he blew up the Surgeon General Jerome Adams. And Axl was pissed that Jerome went on TV and he was asked, should people attend large gatherings? Is it safe, yes or no? And he would not answer one way or the other. He went into a spiel about personal choice and blah, blah, blah. And that didn't sit right with Axl. So Axl's tweet was, is Adams A, a coward, B, a piece of shit, or C, both? So Jerome tried to smooth it over on Twitter and thanked Axl for his passion and for his music, and asked Axl if he would retweet a stay safe and stay at home, wear a mask PSA from the Office of Surgeon General, whereas Axl graciously responded, you want to start telling peeps to avoid large gatherings, or do you want me to? Shame we couldn't get that out of you on TV over the weekend. So, no, the peace pipe was not accepted from Mr. Rose.
Yeah, well, but to be fair, Axl was a little irritated because his Jenny Craig membership expired. So,
Axl just got off tour. He's probably looking slimmer and looking good. Who knows?
Really?
No. But there is a little bit more Guns N' Roses news. So Slash did quite an interview with Sweetwater of like a Sweetwater guitar and music sales. And I think the article was called something like the the man behind the Les Paul, something like that. But he talked about what he's been doing over the COVID layoff, and he says he's been jamming with Axl, he's been jamming with Duff, and mainly working on writing new material for Guns N' Roses. So, hoping, wishing, praying new material from Guns. I won't hold my breath. The next little piece of news is Sully Erna. Sully Erna had a little something to say about presidential candidate Joe Biden. And disclaimer, the Rock Roundtable is not a political podcast. So I'm just going to let Sully Erna's quote, I'm just going to read it verbatim. We're going to be really close to losing this country if this dude, Joe Biden, gets into office. Because if Biden gets control of the country, it's the people pulling his puppet strings that are going to control it. This guy can't remember his own wife's name.
Yeah, I'm going to comment on that. 2020, vote for me because I will kick ass as president.
You'd be a great president, dude.
Awesome. Well, there's going to be some skeletons, but, there's going to be a plethora. It's going to be like a fucking tribal burial grounds when they're digging that shit up on me, but I don't care. I'll roll with it.
Well, 4 years ago, I did write my name in on the ballot, and it got kicked out because there was no write-in candidates on the whole ballot.
You can't put beefcake. They won't accept that.
Yeah, they did not accept it.
I think Brutus the Barber is dead. You can't vote for dead people.
Yeah, that's why they didn't accept it.
But he
Nice
voted
one.
6 times.
Well, I'll tell you who I'm going to be voting for right now. Because I'm not pulling the trigger for brain damage, dementia Biden. And Donald Trump has disappointed me in numerous ways. I'm all in for Kanye 2020. Kanye is running. He has found God. He rambles a little bit. He's a little bit hard to understand, but he's the best option.
Can I ask you a question? So does that mean I don't have your support?
If you can get on the ballot. But my question to you is, will Kanye be on the ballot in November? Is this for real?
No, of course it's not. It's just a sign of the times and how fucking crazy we all are. And it doesn't, it just pisses me off. I mean, I always tell people all the time, I don't remember how much my life has changed from Bill Clinton to Ronald Reagan to Obama to Trump. All I know is I take care of my family, and people are just idiots. Just take care of your family and move on. Shut up.
Brad, can you imagine what it will be like with a Kardashian as the first lady? Kim Kardashian and her booty and her Insta breaking the internet every day. First lady.
I thought when Mrs. Trump got in there that we would see all these clothing lines break out and we'd all be forced to wear the clothing line, and it never happened. So Kim is gonna. I don't know what her impact would be. Can she talk education, do you think?
I got a feeling Melania did not sign up for what she got. When she said I do, she didn't sign up for the spotlight of the first lady.
I like Melania. I like Melania.
Really, what's not to like?
Yeah, she's a classy lady. Everybody could shut up.
The media couldn't ignore her more, that's for sure. So, 2 little quick hits. Unfortunately, one of the Rock Roundtable bands that the Beefcake has brought on the show did not get the Jungle Karma, because it works in mysterious ways, exactly like Jim Rome's Jungle Karma. The Rock Roundtable Karma is a thing of mystery and beauty. But Shapes, or Shaves, Shapes with a V has broken up. They're done.
Oh, I hated them, didn't I?
That was Bruce Dickinson's son, wasn't it?
Yep, Bruce Dickinson's son. He
Hotheads.
is now.
Yeah, they were horrible. They were horrible.
Oh, they were okay. And another little quick hitter is, because I can't go a week without talking about Tommy Lee, is Tommy got a tattoo on his fucking face. Did you guys see that?
Well, wasn't he drinking with Iron Mike?
Mike thinks Tommy's face tattoo is ugly.
I can't believe he got a tattoo on his face. I mean, he's so well read and so intelligent.
So I have a special little Derek v. Brad game this week. And
oh boy!
So get ready, boys. So this
I've been
week,
unstoppable.
Well, I'm gonna let you go first because God knows that you never win these. Brad always kicks your ass.
Are you kidding me? I always win them.
From Loudwire, the best 66 hard rock and heavy metal front men. So let me tell you, I don't love this list at all, but the top half of the list is pretty hard to argue with. But let me tell you who's not on this list, because this list was not kind to classic rock. There's not much classic rock in here. So Mick Jagger is not on the list. David Bowie is not on the list. This list was also not kind to the hair bands. Bret Michaels and John Bon Jovi are not on this list.
Thank God.
And it was also not terribly kind to super heavy metal like thrash. Dave Mustaine is not on this list. But I have the top 23. And we're going to go 3 strike style. Let's see who can stay alive the longest. Or who strikes out first. So Derek, because frankly, you need help to beat Brad, I'm going to let you go first.
Great.
I'm going to go with one of my
23 of the list.
Come on.
Who's in there?
Let me go. All right. I got to pick my man, James Hetfield. He's got to be in there.
Although the list is unkind to thrash metal, James Hetfield is in there at number 9. Your turn, Brad.
Ronnie James Dio.
Of course, fucking Dio's in there, number 5.
Woo!
Derek?
Rob Halford.
The metal god is obviously in there at number 4. Bradley?
Freddie Mercury.
Number 1. Now, I personally do not think Freddie Mercury should be number 1. I don't think anyone can deny his vocal range or his talent as a vocalist, but Bohemian Rhapsody and We Are the Champions, and there's not much else. In my opinion, that's Casey's opinion. Derek?
I'll say my chubby friend, Axel.
Chubby Axel is on that list, number 8.
Are you serious?
Well, Axel's the best front man in music, not named Mick Jagger, Brad.
Oh.
Go, Brad.
Oh, no, it's my turn.
No, I just...
Yeah. Derek went with his chubby friend Axel. Brad, right. It's you.
Robert Plant.
Number 3. Derek?
Oh, God, this is getting difficult now.
No kidding.
Bruce Dickinson.
Oh, you dick.
Bruce Dickinson, number 2. Where are you going now, Bradley?
Oh, my gosh. Ozzy Osbourne.
Ah, you son of a bitch. You stole mine.
Ozzy's there, number 7. No looking it up, dickhead.
I'm not looking anything up, a-hole.
Is that how we win? Is that how he cheats? How we won the last time?
I'll say Bon Scott.
Bon Scott is there, number 12.
Pull that on my ass.
Nobody has any strikes yet. I'm shocked.
Well, I'm going to play devil's advocate then. If Brian Scott's on there, is Brian Wilson on there?
Brian Wilson.
Well,
Brian Wilson from the Beach Boys is not on here.
That's right.
Son of a bitch.
Your turn, Derek.
Well, I'll say Brian Johnson.
Brian Johnson
you know what I meant.
is on the list. Yes, he is. 2 spots above Bon Scott.
Oh, you guys are dicks. That should have been mine.
Yeah.
Well,
Dementia.
The lead singer of Nirvana, Kurt Cobain.
Kurt's there. 13.
All right, lead singer Rocco Dilla Rocca or whatever from Rage.
Zach was on the list, but he is not in the top 23. Strike one, Derek.
You're saying Rage Against the Machine? Wow.
You said Brian Johnson. Shut up. You said Brian.
I know.
1 strike each.
All right. Paul Stanley.
Paul Stanley was on the list, but not in the top 23.
Oh!
Strike 2, Brad.
Gene Simmons.
Well, if Paul's not there, neither is Gene. Strike 2, Derek.
Okay.
Oh.
It's to you, Beefcake.
Oh God. The lead singer of Nickelback. Chad.
Are you just pulling the eject button on that? Jesus Christ. Brad.
Yeah, that way, this way I'm making sure that I'm not saying the guy's last name wrong.
Okay, Brad is done. Derek wins. Here's some of the people you didn't get in the top.
Hey, can I give you if Brad would have got one right, let me give you what I would have said.
Okay,
but
Derek, seeing as though you're victorious, go ahead. Go. Let's see how far you can go before you get.
Yeah. Please record that. I was victorious. I'd say the lead singer from Lynyrd Skynyrd.
And you would be out also. So a very narrow victory. So,
wow.
So we got Iggy Pop at number 6.
Oh, Christ. He's horrible.
Hendrix at 11. Alice
He
Cooper,
couldn't sing.
Alice Cooper,
Alice.
Phil Helzamo, Diamond Dave, Steven Tyler.
Hold on. Diamond Dave can't hold a note.
That's why it's frontmen, not singers. Steven Tyler, Lemmy, Johnny Rotten, Trent Reznor. That's my biggest beef of the one who should be out of the top 20. Roger Daltrey at 21. That's why I had to go to 23. I just couldn't cut it off. I couldn't cut Daltrey out. Joe Strummer and Ian Gillan is the top 23. So good job, Derek. Another victory.
Another victory. Yep. Hey, this is old hat for me.
And that concludes the news and fun and games. So let's get into the reviews. And I think the list we have for Rock Roundtable episode 16 was very strong. Honestly, I don't think there's a bad song on it. But that's why you guys are here, to tell me what the bad songs are and the good songs are. So let's just start this thing out with the first song from me. And once again, I got on that plane, flew across the pond because I couldn't find anybody who rocked in America. And I went Dutch. And we got Vandenberg. And the song is called Freight Train. And Vandenberg's been doing it since 1980, 1983. His best effort was a 1983 single called Burning Heart. That was a top 40 track. But he did play some guest solos on guitar in the Whitesnake album, Whitesnake, from 87. So there's been lots of people in and out of this band, but the one consistency is the guitar player, Adrian Vandenberg. Now he's got the Rainbow singer Ronnie Romero with him for the new album. This was my favorite song that was not released as a single off this album. Vandenberg, Freight Train. Spin it.
I'm riding like a freight train, running down the tracks. Nothing can get in my way. Like a freight train, now looking back, make no mistakes, 'cause I'm here to stay.
Derek, what do you think of the Vandenberg song?
Well, I was surprised. I love the way the guitars get into a really cool groove. They got a really cool groove with those guitars. The tempo of the chorus was really cool. I like that a lot. While, I mean, you could say it could feel a little bit dated, but I still liked it a lot. The biggest part for me that I didn't like was probably the little scream thing they did right before the guitar solo. That sounded way dated. And I don't know if it's a little repetitive. I didn't find it that repetitive, so it must not have been Brad's selection. So no, but I liked the song a lot. I thought it was really good. It was a pretty cool song. I was pretty impressed. I didn't know what they were talking about. I had no idea. I don't know if they were a train or they're a freight train. They're coming into your town and taking all your women, but it was a pretty good song.
B-Rad, what do you think, Freight Train from Vandenberg?
Yeah, I liked Vandenberg and Campbell when they played for Whitesnake, even though they really weren't much on that album. In 87. He was a great guitarist then. Didn't he have some hand issues back then where he had to have surgery, and they brought in Steve Vai to replace some, but he switched the rhythm then for Whitesnake. And then all of a sudden, now he's got this band. It's got like Derek says, it's a little bit dated with the sound, but it's got a great opening riff. What I really digged about this song was the drums during the pre-chorus. I thought that was outstanding. So it's a good song. He's a great guitarist.
Well, I'll tell you, after doing 16 of these episodes and all the songs that you guys have brought and me, Derek is obvious. He's the guy who gets the harder stuff and stuff that leans towards like
73,
your white zombie, your horror rock. He kind of goes that direction. You're really good at the new stuff, but for me, I'm the guy who tries to either find has-been bands who did something new or new bands that sound old. Yeah, I guess that's who I am.
Don't be ashamed.
I'm not even a little. But it would be remiss is Vandenberg has this song called Freight Train, but the greatest song in the fucking world called Freight Train is done by a band you can find on Spotify called Chrome Molly. Greatest band in the city of Fenton, Michigan. But no, they really did a fucking awesome album, and Freight Train is my favorite song by Chrome Molly. Shameless plug. That's for you, Timmy. Okay, next song. Them Evils. Where you gonna crash tonight?
So I found this song. I was trying to change up the way I would pick music, and I picked something that you guys might, be in your wheelhouse. This band is based out of California. This song, "Where You're Gonna Crash Tonight," kind of reminds me of a buddy that we have. That every time he goes out drinking, he's staying at somebody different's house. Never knows where he's going to end up. So this was actually a collaboration song with Escape the Fates, Kevin the Thrasher, and Sick Puppy / Black Veil Brides member Aaron Edwards. They helped collaborate on this song. It's a 3-piece band. They got an upbeat sound. They got some heavy guitar tones, some pounding drums. And one of the things that Derek always says is got catchy vocal melodies. So play it.
Them Evils, Where You Gonna Crash Tonight?
Woke up on the edge of a new buzz, half cocked and I'm dying of boredom. Took a hit to find out what it does. I do it just because. Wired like a wolf in a hen house. Let's double the dose and get down. Say what, say you're up and I'll come down. Always on the run. 'Cause I can't tell you where I'm gonna be. Is anything like yesterday? You know I pay for it in the morning. Free bird flying high on killing time. And all I really wanna know right now is where you're gonna crash tonight.
Derek, what do you think of Them Evils?
Well, I got to tell you, yeah, I always talk about the rock voice, and I talk about urgency. So this is totally different. He had a really cool rock voice, but it was in a really cool, calm, smooth. This is like just a cool dude the way he sang. I loved it. I loved the flow of the song was super cool, and just you could just sit back and listen to this song. Let me think for a second. The guitar and drums were awesome on it. I can't believe it was only a 3-piece band. I'll say that right now. I didn't know that. And I love the cool drum breakdown. The drum breakdown was super cool. And it kind of reminded me, Where You Gonna Crash Tonight? Remind me of the time I was in Vancouver, and I spent like $25 to have a hotel room above a strip club, and the next day I thought, well, I'd rather save that $25 for strippers. So I told my friend Damon, we don't need to get a hotel room. We'll figure out a place to crash tonight. And, well, it didn't go so well for me. But anyhow, I loved the song. It was really cool. A super cool song.
I love the song, too. It's like a total, kind of party hookup song. I really like the kind of the pulsing bridges. I wonder if that's the same part that you're talking about with the drum breakdowns, Derek. I bet you it is. But also, I thought the vocals were strong, and I liked the guitar part. It wasn't a overpowering guitar song like I like, but when he had his moment, I thought he really captured it. It is a cool song. It was almost my favorite song this week, but it's not.
Yeah, the way he sang is cool. I always liked that urgency in the voice, but the way he broke it down, he was so smooth and cool. I mean, he just seemed like a cool cat when he sang. It was, I was really impressed by the way he sang it. It was really cool.
So the song I want to do next is Those Damn Crows. Who did it?
So obviously that's another one of my songs I picked. Those Damn Crows. Actually, I found the band because we have a Volkswagen Bug that is called the Stark Raven. Because it's black, so we have it's like a crow. So the mission of this band is to write great songs and play a great show. What a better mission! This song has a hard-hitting, powerful, melodic hard rock sound. So I really digged it. I think the singer's got a good voice. The band members actually play very well. But the biggest thing, in the valley of Uncle Tom's Cabin, where everybody knows someone, finally somebody asked this question: who did it? 30 years it took for somebody to ask who did it.
They didn't answer it, though.
30 years from now, somebody else will.
Well, let's hear it and see if we can figure out who did it. Those damn crows.
There's a storm cloud coming, so we were late. Now the wolves are coming, so gritty pray as we mourn. The strangers set camp another house. The questions have no meaning, it's the story they want. The sun doesn't shine in this valley below. All the papers will say they didn't make it back home. Only one of the names I don't have no shame. In a small old town where everyone knows who did it.
Well, man, I really like the guitar tone on this song. I really like that, and I really like the part where he did some muted strumming going in and out of the different parts of the song. I kind of thought the lyrics were almost like a country song in a way that kind of got turned metal, because country artists are always talking about their little song and how word travels fast in their little town, not song. Heard it from a friend who heard it from a friend who says you've been messing around. But there's one thing that bugged me about this song. Who did it? Who did it? It just bugs the shit out of me the way he pronounces "did it" in the chorus. It's just me. How did the song hit you, Derek?
I kind of like the slow kind of a stomp. I kind of like the way that churns out. I wasn't too sure the chorus. Wasn't a huge fan. And the guy does have a good voice. I mean, he can hit every note. I would not give him the Derek stamp of approval of a good rock voice, but he can hit the notes. And the part I didn't like was the guitar breakdown. They did a little guitar breakdown. Was weak. We just talked about them Evils. They did the drum breakdown, which was really powerful. The guitar one was just totally weak. And here's what I look at. So in lots of these songs, they have some weak areas. So on this one, it seemed to get, as I listened to it, it seemed to get weaker and weaker and weaker. And you can have weak parts of your song as long as you have some really strong components that can mask it. But in this song, they just didn't have as many strong components to mask the weak parts of it for me. And the one part I really liked was I love the name of the band, because I could be like, "Hey, get out of my garden," and my wife could say, "Who you talking to?" And I'd say, "Those damn crows."
Oh boy, Derek. And with that, let's move on to my favorite band and song of the week. Derek, do you have any guesses what song I'm going to next?
Speed Stroke, baby.
Speed fucking Stroke, you got it. Who fucked who? Fucking awesome song. Lay it on me.
This is the first band I've ever heard of that came from Italy. Are you kidding me? Italy? Really? I thought they just did pizza. No, they can rock, my brother. And I actually wrote down best song of the week. You are correct. CJ, you're so intelligent. This is just a mover, a tail feather shaker. I love the tempo. I love the cadence of the chorus. It's so cool. And, yeah, kind of like, unlike the Damn Crows people. But unlike the Damn Crows, this song gets better. As you listen to it, you start liking it more and more. And there's no need to thank me for this. It's just a blessing I like to give you guys, and let's listen to it. I love this song.
Speed Stroke, who effed who?
Do not miss tonight's episode of
Brad, what do you think of Speed Stroke, man?
Well, I couldn't get past the 40-second mark of this song.
Oh, boy.
No, at 37 seconds, there is this guitar fill that just cracks me up. I kept laughing and laughing and laughing. It's just because I'd never heard a song, that type of fill before. But no, it's got a playful guitar sound. The riffs between the bass guitar and the regular guitarist are nice. And then you said tempo, and it has a lot of tempo. I wrote the progression of the song flows well, and their transitions are just amazing. It all flows perfectly.
Wait a second. Did you just say you couldn't get past the 40-second mark? So how the hell did you hear this shit?
Well, I did, but I kept going back to that spot going, oh, my God, I got to hear this again. I kept going back to it. Let's hear it again.
Oh, I took it as a negative comment.
No,
the song was okay. It got 40 seconds, and you were ejecting out.
Yeah, I should have kept saying that route, but I couldn't. It's a good song.
It's the best song.
Pedal to the metal speed and groove of this song, man. I actually think some of the guitar tone almost sounds like early Guns N' Roses Slash tone. When you hear Slash play, you know it's him. But this sounded kind of slashy to me. But Speed Stroke, I can't tell you a lot of great stuff why I love it, but dude, it's just a rocking groove that's the end. So the next song really rocks, and it rocks hard. I was shocked at how hard it rocked, and I thought about bringing it myself, but I had a feeling that Derek might bring it too, because it's a has-been band that did something new, and I'm all about hearing new shit from old bands. Stryper, Blood from Above.
So I remember back when I was a young little child, a young whippersnapper, in my Easter basket, I got a gift from the Easter Bunny, and it was Stryper, Yellow and Black Attack. And it's appropriate for Easter, right? They're a religious band. And the song's called Blood from Above. And if you thought they shook their Christian values, you are wrong when you listen to this song. I mean, it is straight out of the Bible. The thing about this band is the music, the guitars, the drums, man, it's heavy as shit. It's really good. My one thing is, well, I got a couple of things. I got to be honest with you guys. I don't like the cadence of the vocals that goes into the chorus. It kind of bothers me. And I've never been a fan of Michael Sweet's voice at all. He's got a great voice, but it's not a great rock voice. But the music just kicks ass, and I thought it was pretty cool. And it's something I haven't heard from them from a long time. So I wanted to put this out there because I wanted to make this my heaven selection.
Well, let's take a ride to heaven. Stryper, Blood from Above. I can't believe how heavy the song is for Stryper. It is straight up some thrash metal. And I think it's got a killer solo too. What do you think of this one, Bradley?
Well, I agree. The riffs sound amazing. That muted power chords, there's nothing better than that sound. And they've always been known for having that great guitar sound. Michael, kind of like we talked about, what was the lead singer of Vixen's band that was out a couple weeks ago?
Gardner.
With all those harmonics that where they kept playing with the guitar. He's got too much Michael's got way too much vibrato in this song. Carrying out the notes too long, trying to make it into another pitch. That was just too much. But have you ever noticed that Robert's drums never sound deep? They always sound like he's only playing on I'm drawing a blank on what it's called. The snare drum? Like he's only playing on the snare?
Well, maybe he's got a small kit and he doesn't like lots of toms.
Well, he's got a pretty good sized kit, but he turns sideways. And I wonder if you're losing the deep end, the bass out of that. Because there wasn't as much there. He plays a double bass and you could it was a thrash song, so it was there, but it wasn't predominant.
Is he as good as Travis Barker?
Oh,
no one's as good as Travis Barker.
He's better.
Except for maybe Morgan Rose, which hopefully we'll be talking to sometime in the future.
I think we've heard that before, haven't we, Derek?
Move on.
Well, we've been to heaven. Take us to hell, Derek. Psychosexual. Baby on Fire.
So, interesting fact. The lead singer, you got to watch the video. You have to watch the video. The lead singer looks like the devil. He's got this mask, or I don't know what the fuck's going on with this guy. But his name is Devil Daddy. And it's actually Jeremy Spencer, the former drummer from Five Finger Death Punch, that left the band because of a degenerative or whatever, a disc problem in his back. And he joined some Indiana police force and stuff, and now he formed a new band. And his band consists of the guitarist named Crucifier, maybe. The bass player is Astaroth, and the drummer is Volok. And when asked why he became Devil Daddy, he actually said, "My dog, who is a Chihuahua, told me to." So, anyhow, this is my Hell selection from Stryper. And look, he doesn't have the best, I don't know, the way he sings, it's not the best voice in the world. It's not, and with a name like that, you're not meant for mainstream success, are you? I don't think so. Doesn't have the best voice, but I found it really intriguing. I really kind of liked listening to it. And I couldn't decide if he was legit evil until I found out he was from Five Finger Death Punch. I thought, well, maybe he's not legitimately evil. But the bottom line of this is I found the scantily clad nuns that were swinging on poles a little arousing. And that may come from me being raised as a Catholic boy. But
okay, Derek, hold on. We're going to play this song. I got to step away for a second. You guys carry this bitch until I get back. Psychosexual, Baby on Fire.
My rod is a thrust. The penetrating force of my venom shall shatter the sanctity of that mind which is barren of lust. In the name of the great God Pan, may my secret thoughts be marshaled into the movements of the flesh of that which I desire. Hail Psychosexual. Set this baby on fire. Set this baby on fire. Your heat is hot, yeah. It wants a spot, yeah. You wanna kiss some daddy's evil snake tonight, my little baby. You drive me crazy. You make the serpent spit his venom up just right. Set this baby on fire. Burn the fucker to the ground. Feel the burn of desire. Our church is burning, burn it down. Burn it down. Burn it down.
Brad, go.
All right. So you want to kiss on Daddy's snake tonight. What a great lyric. The lyrics of the song were creatively written. There's a lot of references in there that you got to check out and you actually really listen to that are pretty damn good. It's a simple sound. The guitar and everything in the it was almost like dance music, that was modified in rock. That was all right. Now you mentioned his voice. When I first heard it, I went, "Oh God!" But his voice grew on me. I can see this band going on tour with In This Moment. Something very theatrical because he's got his face is all red with the horns. The drummer and the guitarist and bass player all wore those Minotaur or helmets or hats, whatever they are. With the ram head, and oh God, I want one of those so bad. The song grew on me. The video, I did watch the video, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah, the nuns. I was like, I shouldn't be liking this, but wow, nuns. I might get my wife a habit and have her put it on one night when I feel a little crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh boy. Well, okay, listen. This is what I thought of Psychosexual, Baby on Fire. This is totally the Motley Crue in the beginning intro, right? Did you guys talk about that?
No. I don't like Motley Crue.
Just like the beginning from You remember, it's called The Beginning. It's the intro to
Shout at the devil.
In the
Shout at the
beginning.
Devil.
Oh, yeah.
God, good always.
I thought this was very similar. And, man, I didn't like this song. And I know this was Derek trying to recapture some Rob Zombie singing super sexy swinging sounds. And
No,
Brad
you know what?
playing
You're
drums on the garbage
no.
can.
Hey, PJ, you got to stop right now. No, that's not right. What is right? Is he going in the beer fridge again? Beefcake, you in the beer fridge?
You got it. I had to. After hearing that song, I was so worked up. I needed something to cool down.
Anyways,
Put that fire
I
out.
picked that. The big reason I picked that song is I was on the fence, but then when I decided to put Stryper on the playlist, and I gotta go with Hell.
I don't know, man. I didn't like that one. I thought, Derek, you brought the best song and the worst song this week.
Well,
That's my
thank you.
2 cents. So we're into my shit. We're back in to some good songs. And after I left the Dutch, I flew over to the UK for Bad Touch, Let Go. The band is Bad Touch. The song is Let Go. Not to be confused with the band who had the song called Bad Touch that I can't remember. The Bloodhound Gang. The band Bad Touch, song Let Go. They're from the UK. They got a new album out called Kiss the Sky. It's their second album. I love the rock and roll soul. I think it's kind of a Black Crowes feel. I just think it's a cool, bluesy rock and roll song. So let's hear it. Bad Touch, Let Go.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I said, now, baby, what is your name? I said, now, baby, yeah, do you feel the same? 'Cause I just wanted to know. I never wanted your soul. I never wanted control. Just wanted you to let go. I never wanted your soul. I never wanted control. Just wanted you to let go. Hey, hey.
Derek, did they blues it up enough for you?
Yeah, the first thing I thought of was it sounds like a Black Crowes and a Tora Tora bands had a baby. It's a total feel good song. It's very cool. It's a perfect song to listen to when you're in a good mood, just cruising down the road with your windows open. You got the wind blowing through your luxurious hair. Sorry about that, Beefcake, since you don't have hair, but anyhow, yeah, no, it's a really cool bluesy rock song. It was a true taint tickler for me, and it was a very enjoyable listen. I liked it.
Well, they got lots of singles out, but this is the one I like the best. Brad, what do you think?
Well, that taint working for me, and I did let it go. To me, what this song reminded me of, and I hate to say this, guys, but it reminded me of a campfire song that you get all your buddies together. You got somebody with the tambourine, somebody with the bongo drum, and somebody with an acoustic guitar, and that left-handed cigarette is getting passed around. I could never get into the Black Crowes, because this song has the Black Crow vibes. The riffs were okay, and I think that was to try to, to promote, the singer's voice. The singers did have a good voice, but that's about all. That's all it really did for me.
Okay, Brad hates the UK and America.
It's horrible.
Well, after I left the UK, before I came home, I had to make a stop in Greece. And when you're talking about heavy metal and the Greeks, you're talking about Firewind. And they have a couple different singles out as well. I think the whole album is strong, but this is my favorite song off the album, Firewind, Kill the Pain. So I told you they're from Greece. This was a side project that became a fully legit band by guitar player Gus G. Gus, he took Zach's gig on one of the recent Ozzy albums. Did a great job. He's no Zach, but he's pretty damn good. This band's had tons of past members. I can't go through them all. This is their 9th album. Herbie Langes is on vocals. And this is a killer band with killer guitar work. The vocals, I think, are a little in question. I'll let you guys decide. Firewind, Kill the Pain. Did you like this one better, B-Rad?
Well, this song definitely is an older soul song. So what is the average age of this band, do you think? Because it sounds like 1984.
Well, man, they put out 9 albums. They've
been around for a while. Right. I really felt, and I don't know if it's I got some new Bluetooth headphones. I'm on my 4th phone this week. And so I don't know if my equalizer was wrong or, an off, but I couldn't, I could barely hear the singer's voice throughout the song. So I said this song would have been hands down an amazing instrumental if that's what they did. The melodies of the guitar were solid. I love the double bass drum throughout the song. The way that just was rocking. But I could not get the singer's voice.
That's the problem with today's heavy metal is the musicianship is outstanding. We just can't find enough good singers to make it happen. But I think this guy is better than most. Derek, what do you think of Firewind?
Well, they came out of the box swinging. I mean, they were playing that song at breakneck speed. The instrumental was fantastic. The drummer, my arms were getting tired. I wasn't even moving, but he was drumming so fast, and Yeah, I thought that was awesome. And okay, but I have to say, I think Devil Daddy is a way better singer. Sorry about that, CJ.
Sweet Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, sweet Jesus. So that's appropriate. Yes, Devil Daddy was way better. I got bored with
set
it.
that song on fire.
Yeah, I wish he would have, because I got bored after about 2 minutes, and then I was like, "Who the hell's in the band?" Yngwie J. Malmsteen, because oh my Lord, can the guitar solo be any longer? Are you kidding me? I got bored with that shit. It was way too long.
That's what happens when the guitar player is the main, the owner of the band.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, one listen was fine for me. I thought it petered out, and it was like over 4 minutes long, and I was like, oh my God, I think 2 minutes would have been fine for this song. So that's where I'm at.
I'll take that as a thumbs down. So the last song is a song from Brad, and I guess I guess I like getting the songs for the podcast on Tuesday or Wednesday, but really no hurry. But the sooner you get them in, the more time the three of us have to spend time listening to them. I listen to mine usually to and from work, and then one last time making notes for the podcast. That's the way I do it. But every once in a while, somebody is straggling along with their last song, and sometimes that somebody is me. But last week, that somebody was Brad. So I had to get Brad, and I wanted him to know that he was still one song missing. And that motherfucker, you sent me this. Violent Idols, fuck you. And I don't know if you meant it personally or not, but it came in pretty fast. Tell me about the Violent Idols, my man.
Well, here is what I am thinking, because last week I brought the Violent, and you guys did not like them, the former Red Sun Rising, which pissed me off. Every week you guys bring music from 1973.
Are you fucking kidding me? You shut up with that 1973 bullshit.
So,
these are all new songs. For the listeners, they're all new songs. Don't listen to Beefcake.
Right.
Speed Stroke is a 1973.
But they're all new songs. Go.
I found this band. They're an aggressive hard rock band. They actually wrote the intro song for that new wrestling, All Elite Wrestling. They have it out there. This has a hard hitting tempo, very toned down guitars. If this does not hit you to the core, there's something wrong. And I was not sending this to you, CJ. I'm sending this to all these little motherfuckers who are out there whining and crying because they can't get their way. So they raise total hell with everybody else. And I just want to walk into the room and say, fuck you. Because they can hide behind their social media and do it, but they're never going to say it to somebody's face. But I will. So I'm bringing it. So fuck you. Play it.
All right. Brad's ode to the keyboard warriors. Violent Idols. Fuck you.
You're fucking running all the time. You complain about your state of mind, 'cause you're a bitch and you can't handle the grind. Shut up right now. Does your mouth ever quit? I'm out of patience today. I don't need none of your shit.
Derek, tell me what you think of the Idols.
All right. Well, I can't believe we have 3 songs on this podcast that feature so many F-bombs. You know, we have 3 songs that drop the F-bomb constantly. And so, you know, I was clutching my pearls because I was so offended. At the first listen to this song, I turned it off. I thought there was no creativity. It was boring. And I thought, yeah, well, fuck you. And then I listened to it again. And then I started to really dig it. I don't know who this Aaron dude is. They're featuring Aaron, whatever his name is. I don't know who he is. It's not a warm and fuzzy kind of an attitude kind of a song, but that's right in my wheelhouse. I liked it. And I found myself singing it in my head when I work with the public. But I have to say, with the way Beefcake brought this to us, with his attitude, it made me want to hate it because I don't like your attitude about this. But damn it, it was a pretty good song. You know, sounds like it's from 1977.
Yeah.
Dickhead.
Well, I'll tell you what. I really wanted to hate this song. I wanted to blow this thing up. Say it was a toilet song, potty talk, and
it grows on you.
This is what happens when you got nothing to write about. You just write fuck, 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 fuck. And you know what? It's not that bad. The more I listen to it, it's not that bad, and it does have some strong attitude. I can appreciate its attitude. But I will tell you, let's play a little over or under. How many times do you think he says fuck in this song, Brad? Because I counted.
78.
Derek?
I'll say under.
Under would be correct. It's only 30. It's only 30, but it feels like more. It's only 30, but it feels like more. But you know what? I kind of like the song. So, man, good job out of you guys this week, man.
I think it was one of our best.
I think we really got 9 pretty damn good songs this week.
Hey, was that another contest? Did I just beat Brad again with my over-under?
Yeah, I think other than the bit that I'm going to say that you lose every single contest, I think you've actually won 3 in a row, if we count that.
Oh, it would be. I'm protesting because you already called him out for cheating, that he's on the computer looking at these things.
Well, I'll tell you one thing I never want you guys to do is to never, ever go on loudwire.com and look at their lists and say, boy, I wonder what CJ might ask us this week. So thank you very much for doing the podcast. Good job, and good night now.
Ouch. Good night now.
Thank you for listening to the Rock Roundtable Podcast. The best way to listen to the podcast is on the Anchor app. Immediately following the podcast, the songs we reviewed this week will play in their entirety. If you are a Spotify Premium or Apple Music subscriber and you're logged on to those applications. Favorite the podcast inside of the Anchor app, and we can become Anchor friends. You can leave me audio messages to be played on next week's show, and you could even be part of the podcast as a guest host. So this is your motherfucking invitation. If there is a new song that you want to hear us review on the show, email it to me. It Rocks Podcast at protonmail.com. And subscribe, review, rate 5 stars. It really helps out in the search results optimization so the show can be found and heard by more people. Thank you for listening.